So, what we're gonna be looking at is starting to theorize and give names to the things that we do on guitar. Um, so, in order to do that, we have to give each note a name, and we're just going to start with the first 4 frets, which I'm sure you're more than familiar with. But I would like you to be able to name every note within these 4 frets and the open strings. And being able to do that will just allow you to picture things in a different way. We will also look at how to find the same note on each string, and also 2 chord shapes. So the first thing we're going to look at is the names of each note. We'll start with the open E string. Obviously, that makes E. Then we have 1st fret, which is F. 2nd fret, G flat. 3rd fret, G. 4th fret, A flat. Open next string, A string. 1st fret, A string will end up being B flat. 2nd fret, B. 3rd fret, C. 4th fret, D flat, next string, D. 1st fret, E flat, 2nd fret, E. 3rd fret, F. 4th fret, F sharp. We have the next string, which will be G. The 1st fret will be A flat. 2nd fret will be A. 3rd fret will be B flat. 4th fret will be B. The next open string will also be B. It will be the exact same sound as you make here. If you play them together, you can't even notice a difference. So the 5th string going downward is the B string. Its 1st fret is the C. Its 2nd fret is D flat. 3rd fret, D. 4th fret, E flat. And then the final string, which is the high E string, because it is 2 octaves above the low E, is the same note. Its 1st fret is F. 2nd fret, G flat. 3rd fret, G. 4th fret, A flat. So just as a quick roundabout, E, F, G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, C, D flat, D, E flat, D, F, G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, B, C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, G flat, G, A flat. So the first exercise is just going through. Tell yourself the name of the notes as you go. E, F, G flat, G, A flat. In doing so, you will just memorize this section of the fretboard. Now you won't be able to, just start grabbing everything, but you'll know what you're doing. The next thing we will have is looking at how to find the same note on each string. We start with the open E. On the 2nd string, or on the 5th string rather, we'll call the A string the 5th string. It will be the 7th fret, so we have E open, 7th fret, E on the A string. D string, we have the 2nd fret, G string, we have the 9th fret. 2nd string, we have the 5th fret. And then again, we have open. You can basically find every note on every string just by moving up a fret to the F that we just learned. So we have F here on the 1st fret, so then F will be the 8th fret. F will also be the 3rd fret. F will be the 10th fret of the G string. It will be the 6th fret of the B string. And it will be the 1st fret of the high E. So yeah, that just gives you a way to just start seeing where the same note will appear twice. You can find the same note within a box within, say, these first 4 frets. So starting on the 1st fret you have F, and you move down 2 strings to the D string to the 3rd fret, and you'll also have F. If you're open E, down 2 strings, 1st fret, 2nd fret. I think of it sort of like a right triangle. You go down and over. The 2 chord shapes we'll look at are minor and major shapes. We have A minor, which will be open A. You will not play the low string. Open A. Your 2nd string, your D string rather, your 4th string will be the 2nd fret. Your G string, the 3rd string, will be 2nd fret. Your B string, the 2nd string, will be 1st fret. You can do the same, that's the minor shape. I believe you already knew the major, which will be A on the open 5th string, and then we'll have the 2nd fret of the D string, the 4th string. We'll have the 2nd fret of the G string, the 3rd string. We'll have the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, the B string, and then we'll also have an open E. Anyways, what you can do then is you can bar with your 1st finger, which means you press down on all the strings. I'm not touching the E string, the low E string, the 6th string, because I don't need it necessarily for these types of chords. And you will make the same shape as you made down here, the A minor shape. Instead, you will just use your 2nd finger on the fret adjacent to your index finger, and then your pinky and ring finger will be on the strings, on the fret adjacent to your 2nd finger, 2 strings up. Similarly, you can use your 2nd finger, 3rd finger, and 4th finger to make the major shape. Minor, major. And so we had our progression that went like this. And we can play that same progression if we do minor on the A, we move down 2 frets and do major G, we move down 2 frets and do minor or major F, we move down 1 fret and do minor E, we move down 2 frets and do minor D, and then we return to. So instead of doing a steady pattern, instead we will use chords. We will play I messed up, so we'll start minor, major, major, minor, minor, major. And this shape is pretty universal because you can play it anywhere. The fact that you can play it anywhere makes it so that you can easily, if you're playing a progression up here, for example, or let's say over here, you can do, you can utilize that shape and even edit it. And that shape will just, you'll see it a million times, and it's just a very fundamental part to play. So just as a quick review, name all the notes within the first 4 frets. Find the same note on multiple strings. And we will also do major and minor chords, which can be played both open and in a barred shape. And this gives us a good starting path, because what I'm showing you will build very much off of it theoretically, which will allow you to start visualizing fretboard as a whole. And so I'm trying to give you shapes that will help you to do that, to be able to move freely throughout. And moving freely will just enable you to do a lot more with your playing. But hopefully this helps you. We'll pick up in terms of lessons, and we'll review this as well as introduce some new things when we can.